You served him breakfast, but he was looking at you as your behavior was different today. You didn't even look at him and your eyes were down the whole time. You sat on one of the chairs. Aren't you going to eat? You looked at him. Today I'm not feeling hungry. You shouldn't skip breakfast. At least eat some fruits. I'll have them later. You should eat. You have to go for work. He sighed slightly and started eating his food. Suddenly you felt like throwing up, so you put your hand over your mouth and ran away from there to the bathroom, making Jungkook confused. He stayed there waiting for you to come back, but when few minutes passed, he himself got up and walked towards the room. He was on his way, but you walked from the other side, and your steps slowed down when you see Jungkook. He came near you. Is everything okay? You nodded. Why did you run from there? That's nothing. I just went to use the bathroom. He nodded. I'm leaving then. Okay. He picked his bag and left from there. You always wish to kiss him or hug him when he go for work, but he doesn't like all this. Or maybe you never bring yourself to do that because he's not that kind of lovey-dovey husband. He has this cold nature from starting where he doesn't express his emotions much, but doesn't mean you're unhappy with him. You know he cares about you. He gets worried if you see sad. Never show it, but always do things you ask for. You dropped yourself on the couch and stared at the ceiling. What do I do now? Is this a blessing or what? You placed your hand over your stomach. Yesterday you found out that you're pregnant, and when you went to the doctor to confirm it, it's 4 weeks. You were so happy when you got the news, but you still didn't share it with Jungkook, and you're still not sure whether to tell him or not. There's no way you can hide this from him, but you're a bit scared to tell him. It's unplanned and you're not sure if he's ready to be a father or not. You never see him getting along with kids or just looking at them in general. In these 2 years of relationship, he never even mentioned about starting a family or having kids, which made you think that maybe he's not ready for them or doesn't like kids at all. I know I'm overthinking it. It's not like he will ask me to abort it. But what if he does? You shook your head. No, he would never do that. He's cold, not cruel. What do I do? I'm not even sure, and I don't want to hear anything bad from his mouth because that will surely break my heart. While thinking all that, you drifted to sleep on the couch. What? You're pregnant? As expected, he was not at all happy. In fact, first time you saw that anger in his eyes, you looked down trying not to cry. I'm so sorry, Jungkook. He messed his hair. I'm not at all ready for a child right now. You should have taken birth control. You know I don't like kids. I know we didn't plan this, but now we can't do anything, and this is our own child, right? You lift up your head to look into his eyes, but looking at him, it was clear that he would still deny. We can have kids later, but at this moment, I'm sorry, but I'm not ready. You have to abort it. Tears dropped from your eyes as you couldn't believe he actually said that. Abortion? Are you telling me to abort our own child? Are you even serious, Jungkook? He came near you. That's my order, and if you don't want, then choose whether you want this child or me. He walked away from there while you dropped on your knees, helplessly crying. You grabbed your stomach and started to cry silently. How can you even say that? Ryan, are you okay? Jungkook came back from the office early today because he was concerned about you. But when he saw you sleeping on the couch and crying while your eyes were closed, he got worried. Ryan, you slowly opened your eyes and saw Jungkook in front of you. He was looking worried, and when you looked around, you realized it was a dream. What's wrong? Why were you crying? You quickly wiped your tears and shook your head. I just had a bad dream. I'm okay. You were behaving strange in the morning too. If there's something, then tell me, or we can go to the hospital. You looked at him. After having that nightmare, you got more scared. You know it won't happen in real. Jungkook is not that cruel. There's no way he would tell you to abort his own child. Ryan, where's your mind? I'm asking you something. You snapped back in reality and looked down. I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. You got up. I'll go and prepare dinner. You left from there while he sighed. He then walked towards the room to take shower. Jungkook went under the shower and washed himself. He was so tired today, and the way you were acting while sleeping made him so worried. He can't do anything when you are not ready to tell him what's the problem. He knows you hesitate to open up in front of him because of his coldness. He decided to talk to you tonight and ask you what's the matter. He reached out his hand to pick up the shampoo from the basket when his eyes fell on the pregnancy kit. He stepped forward and picked it up only to see two lines. He understood the whole matter in seconds, but he was still confused about why you didn't tell him about it. What's the matter behind hiding it from him? He walked inside the kitchen after taking shower while wiping his hair with towel. You almost prepared the dinner and was setting the table. When you felt his presence, you smiled a little and again started to do your work. Dinner is almost ready. You should have informed me that you are coming early today. He didn't answer, which made you look at him only to see him looking at you already. You got a bit nervous. What happened to you? He came near you. Let's go to the hospital. Your health doesn't seem good. I told you I'm fine. It's just I was feeling a bit weak. I'll be alright once I take medicine. Really? Are you sure there's nothing else? You were not sure what happened to him or what's the reason behind his such behavior. Yes, I'll be fine. He looked at you for a while and then let out a sad chuckle, making you look at him. He pulled out a chair for himself before sitting on it. It's all my fault. I should ask myself why I behave like this on the first place, that you need to hide things from me. You were completely clueless about what he's saying. Why are you talking like that? What happened? He lifted up his head and looked at you. I'm sorry, Ryan. I promise I will change myself. You came near him. You are good the way you are, Jungkook. You don't need to change yourself, and what's the matter? He took out the pregnancy kit from his pocket, making you surprised. You literally forgot to hide it. I don't know why you want to hide such a big thing from me, but I think I really deserve this treatment. You shook your head and took it from his hand. It's not your fault, Jungkook, and there's nothing like that. It's just I was stupid and making false assumptions in my stupid head. Why didn't you told me about this then? You looked down trying to control your tears. Forgive me, Jungkook. I got a bit scared when I found out about my pregnancy. I thought you might not be ready to start a family and none of us planned for it so. He got up and grabbed your shoulder, gently making you look at him. How does it even matter? We are married and this is our child. Who cares if it was planned or not? You looked him surprised. How opposite you thought of him. Whatever it is, always remember I love you till my last breath. I might fail to show it, but my love is infinite for you, now, then, and always. You smiled and hugged him back. Thank you, and I love you too.